I'm Vic Myers. Welcome to the Resistance. Long time ago, I got recalled for Operation Desert Storm. My uncle, he said, go to Canada. Don't go to war for oil. I said, I'm going because of all those innocent women and children that were attacked by Saddam Hussein. And all these years later, we know that my uncle was right. It was about oil. We went into Iraq for 20 years because of oil. All those men and women who lost their lives, all those soldiers who came home, and we refused to take care of them and their injuries for oil. And I don't remember how much money it cost us. Then we went into Venezuela for oil. And now we're in Iran. Now, the administration can't tell us why we're there. They don't seem to know. I reckon part of it's because if Netanyahu doesn't stay in a state of war, then he's going to have to finish his trial. And Trump is loving the fact that the Epstein headlines are no longer front page. But I reckon part of it's because Trump wants to control Iran's oil. And then you got the Strait of Hormuz that's closed because of all this, wreaking havoc on the world's oil the world's oil markets. All of that. And I did some checking, and the best case scenario is it's going to cost us at least $1 trillion. What else could we do with all that money? All that money that's being spent on Iran for oil, and Iraq for oil, and Venezuela for oil, and Kuwait for oil. What if we had taken that money and spent it on reinvesting in our infrastructure, our electrical infrastructure? You know, for this $1 trillion, we could buy 2 battery packs for every household in America. If you're going to do the math, you can't use today's prices. You'd have to scale them down for the mass production and mass purchasing and all that. Governments, anyway. The point is, we could do that for that $1 trillion. And we could also heavily subsidize electric vehicles. So we put all these batteries in homes, relieving the electrical grid of pressure, saving people money because they don't have to buy electricity at the peak hours, saving some lives because of power outages and people not losing their electricity. You put all kinds of people to work, installing them, building them, and you save the environment. And all those electric cars on the road that would take that pressure off of the oil market, so that when some idiot closes the Strait of Hormuz, we're not as susceptible to that choke point. Imagine that. I wish some politicians would. Thanks for listening. Oh, wait. Mr. Global, if you see this and you got any corrections for me, please let me know, because I don't mind learning, especially if I'm wrong about something. Anyway, good day.